What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're going to be doing a high fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We're going to be starting off by botting them out with our Auster Octanes, and we want to make sure we stretch the skin as much as possible with our opposite hand. We're using the 5-op blade. You can find it on Amazon for around $30 to $50. Now that we're done botting them out with our Auster, since we're done removing the stubble, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our octanes. Now that we're done erasing that initial guideline, we're going to go ahead and move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're also going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us soften up this line, getting ready for the half guard. Now that the line is soft enough, we're going to move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. This is going to help us blend the 1.5 guard to the no guard all the way open. Now that we're done blending the side, we can move on to the back with our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. Remember, we're going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our octanes. Since we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Remember, we're going to use the lever midway and all the way close to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Moving on to our clipper over comb method, we're going to make sure we use our horizontal cutting blade to make sure we debulk as much as possible. that we're done using our clipper oval comb method, we could go ahead and move on to our anti outliners in the front line. We're also going to use our anti outliners to make sure we make the part. We're going to start off at the back area and work our way to the front. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to tune into my live streams. Before we line up his goatee, we're going to make sure we lay it nice and down with our comb. Now that the hair is nice and laid down, we can move on to our anti outliners and go ahead and line up the bottom of the beard. Moving on to our one guard all the way open, we're going to go ahead and debulk the top of his mustache. When lining up the mustache area, you want to make sure you're as light as possible so you don't bite their lip with the teeth of the trimmer. Now that we're done lining up his front line and goatee, we can move on to the top and use our shears to make sure we make a guideline throughout the middle and work our way to the sides. When cutting with the shears, you want to make sure you grab the hair with the comb, feed them into your fingers, and cut with your cutting blade. Always try your best to not go past the second knuckle of your hand, because you could increase the risk of you cutting yourself. You also want to keep your fingers as straight as possible. That also lowers the likelihood of you cutting yourself. I am double jointed, so it is a little harder for me to do it, because my fingers bend naturally. Now that we're done using our shears, we can move on to the blade. And before we use the razor, we're going to go ahead and apply some shave gel so that the razor could glide better. When using the razor, you want to make sure you stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand and keep it at a 45-degree angle. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to tune into my live streams.